Want to make movies? Hey there, aspiring filmmakers. You're the new Hollywood generation. My name is Orlando Delbert. This is Hollywood Unapologetic. I first wrote about success in filmmaking and life when I was writing Pollyanna's tear-soaked Battlefields of Hollywood, a survival guide against the cynicism and the hypocritical. Today I wanted to speak about Filmmaking Essentials. 300 black artists and executives are pushing for change in Hollywood and the new Hollywood generation. For you, the new Hollywood generation, this directly applies to you. If you haven't watched Filmmaking Essentials, Filmmaking Motivation, I'll have a link at the end of this episode for you to check out. I'm looking at a PDF sent to me today, an op-ed which originally came from the Hollywood for Black Lives website with the title, Prove Black Lives Matter to Hollywood. I'm going to read directly from the document. Hollywood has a privilege as a creative industry to imagine and create. We have significant influence over culture and politics. We have the ability to use our influence to imagine and create a better world. Yet historically and currently, Hollywood encourages the epidemic of police violence and culture of anti-Blackness. The way that Hollywood and mainstream media have contributed to the criminalization of black people, the misrepresentation of the legal system, and the glorification of police corruption and violence have had dire consequences on black lives. Kendrick Sampson, an actor who plays Nathan on the HBO series Insecure, is also an activist and the founder of BLD PWR, the organization behind Hollywood for Black Lives. Scroll down below for links to their website and the downloadable PDF. Here's more from the document. Due to Hollywood's immense influence over politics and culture, all of the racism, discrimination, and glass ceilings black people in Hollywood experience on a regular basis have direct implications on black lives everywhere. The black community in Hollywood and all over the entertainment industry have come together. Idris Elba, Viola Davis, Kerry Washington, Queen Latifah, and so many others are in support of this organization to plead for the Hollywood motion picture studios and television networks to do more in the battle against racism. I share this with you for several reasons. If you watch my other episodes, I speak about these very points over and over. I've even written about this in my book more than a decade ago. The media has a direct influence on the populace, without a doubt. The way we speak, the way we dress, and the music, the television shows, and the films we're exposed to have influenced our lines of thinking. Prior to the coronavirus pandemic, the past 2-3 years or so saw an increase of motion pictures and television programming. Television in particular, if I'm not mistaken, had in motion over 500 productions alone. This gave opportunities for a more diverse cast and crew and storylines more supportive of inclusion of one another. We as content creators have the responsibility to be mindful of the influence our content has, and it's far greater than our immediate circles and can have lasting implications on a global scale. Throughout the series I mentioned, Hollywood is about making money, big money. The studios and network only care about profits, the larger and quicker and the better. With that in mind, let's create the stories that portray the black community in a positive light. Let's hire the people we want to tell the stories we want and be a positive force to illuminate culturally insensitivity to blacks, all people of color, regardless of his or her race and how they self-identify, and help influence a greater society of inclusiveness. For many years, content creators complained about lack of opportunity for this and that. Now is the time to take control of the only thing we truly have control of, our own vision, our own voices, and make them count together as a community. My prayers go out to the families of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Tony McDade, Kenneth Roth Jr., Waukesha Wilson, Rayshard Brooks, and the countless others brutally murdered. Change in Hollywood is only one step needed to defend black lives against the systemic racism polluting our way of life, because black lives matter. I'm sure there'll be some out there viewing this inclined to give me shit for today's episode. As a Cuban man, I have seen racism's ugly head play out against me and to friends of mine over the years, too many of whom were brutally murdered and are no longer with us. They are gone. Please check out the Prove Black Lives Matter to Hollywood op-ed at the links below. As members of the new Hollywood generation, we are all in it together. Be safe, be smart, take it all one day at a time, and don't forget to be great. I'm going to add a link at the very end to the episode, Filmmaking Motivation. If you haven't checked it out, I think you'll dig it. Are you ready for the challenge?